So I followed Doug of Pinetree Outdoors' advice, and I think it's good advice. The other advice that I got was don't wear headphones, don't be on the phone, don't be distracted, don't be hyper vigilant, but be very aware of bears around. So I will be carrying bear spray. Once I get into my adventure, I will be actually removing the safety devices from it. You pull the orange out, push down the black lever, and it squirts out that way. And I'll have it easily accessible. You may need to fire from the hip. That's how fast black bears are, if they're coming to eat you. The other two things I've got, one of them I kind of just wanted anyway, because I kind of wanted one for a while, was I got some bear flares. These are more of a safety signalling device in my opinion. More useful is the bear banger part of this. Just a night, just say bang, go away bear. They usually will work, unless it's a predatory bear. The other thing, and Uncle Al's going to love this, from Die Bullfrog 79, is I did get 3 flares, bear flares, so they're actually kind of expensive. He recommends using these for emergency fire starting. I think that's kind of overkill, the weight of this and the cost of this. You know, you could get quite a few bics. But anyway, like I said, I need to know how to use this stuff. Now the reason I got these, I guess if I get injured I can signal at night that I'm in trouble if anybody's around. But the main reason is in case I get really terrified at night. I'll try and video it if I do. You remove this and 2 pieces of cotton hang out with hand grips. You hold it like this, away from the metal if you can. Pull it, preferably with the wing going this way, and it will make a very loud bang. It will actually hit 95 decibels. It's a flare, but it will go bang. That alone should really, even a predatory bear, scare the bejesus out of it and it's going to run. You'll then get an incandescent flame at 10,000 candle power for quite some time. So try not to look at it directly before you initiate it. The bear almost certainly will not approach fire at night. If it does, again, bear spray should be available. I'd fire this and I'd also be firing this in squirts, right? That should protect me. That's what I'm hoping it does. So this is the best advice I found online, so I'm going to read it. There are links. If you encounter a black bear, stop, do not panic, remain calm. Quickly assess the situation and try to determine which type of an encounter this might be. A sighting, a surprise, or a close encounter. When bears are caught off guard, they are stressed and usually just want to flee. Generally, the noisier the bear is, the less dangerous it is, provided you don't approach the bear. No selfies. The noise is meant to scare you off and act as a warning. If you see a black bear, do not try to get closer to the bear for a better look or a picture. Make sure the bear has a clear escape route. Do not corner a bear. Always watch the bear and slowly back away until the bear is out of sight. Get inside if you are near a building or a vehicle. Leave the area if you are berry picking, camping, hiking, jogging or cycling. If you are with others, which I will not be, stay together and act as a group. If the bear does not get closer to you, slowly back away, talking to the bear in a quiet, monotone voice. And I would say calm. Do not scream and yell at the bear. Remembering that bear attacks are extremely rare, but if the bear does attack, it will feel threatened, so it perceives you as a threat for its cubs or defending food. This is a defensive bear and it wants more space between you and it. And I think that's a myth that will never die. Only 8% of all bear encounters and attacks actually occur with a mother with cubs. A mother with cubs is really hyper vigilant for the safety of its cubs and will do everything it can to avoid encountering you, and is almost certainly not predatory unless absolutely starving. And even then, with black bears, very different from grizzlies and polars, they probably will not attack you. You kind of have to go out of your way to get a mother with cubs to attack you. Either getting too close to the cubs or too close to the mother, or making too much noise, or running like an idiot out of the way and towards a cub in a tree that you don't even know is there. So bear that in mind. Move slowly, Move calmly, talk quietly, be confident, and have bear spray ready. So the biggest threat, the only threat really I feel, is from predatory bears, and this does happen, and 2 hikers were eaten a few years ago in the area I'm going. A predatory bear almost only occurs in rural or remote areas. There has been no attacks in suburban areas that have bears. They will approach almost entirely silently. They want to get a jump on you. And they continue that approach no matter what you do. If you yell or throw rocks, again, don't yell. These are the warning signs signalling the threatened or predatory bears to let you know that you're too close. They'll stand on their hind legs. That's to catch your scent. It's not usually aggressive. It'll act defensively. It'll paw the ground. It's going to do various things to get rid of you. It'll salivate excessively, exhale loudly, huffing, moaning, clacking noises, popping noises, lower its head with its ears drawn back while facing you. It'll charge forward and or swat the ground with its paws. That's a bluff attack. Do not scream. Do not turn your back on the bear. Do not run. Do not kneel down. Do not make ever direct eye contact. Do not climb a tree. Do not retreat into water or try to swim. What you should do is wave your arms slowly to make yourself look bigger and talk firmly to the bear. Throw various objects without compromising your ability to fire pepper spray. Try not to throw at the bear, near the bear, between you and the bear, as you slowly back off. Sudden noises that are artificial, from a bear flare or from a bear banger or from even the hiss of firing a bit of pepper spray, often will send even a predatory bear away. A whistle or an air horn is a good idea. I'm thinking of an air horn. I'm not sure whether I'm going to get one or not. But always get the bear spray out and ready to use. And if you can't get it out, have it on the hip and fire from the hip. If a bear's advancing on you, now this is going to be really scary, especially if you're on your own, right? I mean, I can run faster than Kitty. But if I'm on my own, the bear can run faster than me. Stand your ground. Do not ever move forward. Do not ever turn around. Do not ever try and run away. Do not move while the bear is advancing on you. Fire short bursts of pepper spray. Get ready to do a sustained burst. Now with pepper spray, one of the things that you need to do is, and this is $50 Canadian, you need to change this out every about 3 or 4 years. The propellant will slowly alter, and if you try and use this and nothing comes out, you will be very, very unhappy. Fight as if your life depends on it. Now I have put a few pictures up. I've actually avoided gruesome pictures. You may not think that, but they are. There's a lot worse ones out there. Expect to be smashed. Expect to be clamped on the head. Expect to have your skull, feel your skull being removed. Now the good news is you won't really feel any pain during this. So you've already triggered the pepper spray. If you have more pepper spray and you can do it easily and quickly, spray it right in its nose, and mouth as far as you can. Even if that means doing this. If you have a knife, go for the carotid. This is the carotid of a bear, the carotid of a human. Don't do this, it may not be effective. Slicing in here, stab in and move. You want to rupture the carotid and make it bleed out. If you can, and it's unlikely, get the knife and put it almost all the way into the eye socket as fast as you can. Keep fighting, don't give up, never play dead. They do say that if it's a mother bear you can play dead. I don't think so. I'm sorry. If the bear's actually attacking me, I'm going to fight with everything I've got. Now bear in mind, a lot of the territorial bears will actually headbutt you. If they're not biting you, they're not really attacking you. They just want you to get out of their way, slowly and calmly. Make sure after the bear leaves you tell everybody you see and encounter on the way out what you've seen and done. If the bear was eating from unnatural food sources, make sure people know. Now in Canada, if you kill a bear, you're allowed to use lethal force to kill a bear if you're under attack from a bear. However, if you're not going to use the bear meat and the bear fur yourself, you have to report it to the ministry. killing a black bear should always be the last resort. Hope you like that. In terms of bear attacks, I have to admit I've got a little bit of fear. And I think that's the most common reason people overreact with bears, is that they don't put themselves imaginative in the space. So I'm by researching it and learning about it and getting the equipment that I feel I need, and going at a time of year when food is not scarce, where any predatory bears have already attacked people in April and May, I feel reasonably confident. So have you ever been attacked by a bear? Have you ever seen a bear in the wild? A fair number of Americans have said to me, and British people have said to me, that they wouldn't camp or they wouldn't hike in bear country. They're very, very scared of bears. Which always puzzles me, specifically with the Americans, because you have so many deaths from snakes and gator attacks and all that sort of stuff. I wouldn't go there and camp. When you live with bears and you live in bear country, you get a little blasé, and that's fine, because the chance of actually being killed by a bear is very, very, very tiny. But I think you owe it to the bear to carry and use pepper spray, because most bears, if they are charging you, they might damage you by accident. They're big animals, and if they do that and you report it, and you really should, they'll probably get killed. And let's face it, it's their forest and we're intruding on it. So we need to be respectful of them. They are the guardians of the forest. Au revoir. And if I make it out of bear country, I'll see you in a week or so.
Beside her, I am the better man. When I look to leave her, I always stagger back again. Once I built an ivory tower.